I'm Denyse with Artist at Heart Paint Party. You have to customize it. Make something that you like. Make it personal to you. However that is. Oh! That's so cute! I love his little hat. You could be painting your bunny in. I just sewed this is a pretty spring bunny, and I think that nice lighter, softer colors look really nice for spring pastel. As big or as small as you want it.
Hey, Nishi.
Hey, Rach.
Can you slow down a little bit?
Sure thing. Like a butterfly. I thought it was
Great.
I wasn't sure if you I thought I'd try.
Yeah, I really like what you're reusing materials. It might not need to have a bit, but otherwise that would
Right. Hi, you guys. I'm Denyse with Artist at Heart, and I'm so excited to be here with you and do another art project. So you can use any supplies that you have, warm up your hands a little bit and get them ready to create, right? Definitely, I hope you have a pencil, maybe an eraser, some markers, crayons, colored pencils, whatever supplies you have you can use. We're going to learn about pop art today. So pop art is a style, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. Pop art is a style of art based on simple, bold images of everyday items such as soup cans painted in bright colors. Pop artists created pictures of consumer products, labels, and packaging. So it started in the 1950s. I know that seems like forever ago, right? But I do want to talk to you about some famous artists before we get started today. All right, so let me show you one of the most famous pop artists. Do you know who that is? His name is Andy Warhol, and he was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and there's actually an Andy Warhol museum there currently featuring all of his really cool artworks. There's another one of Andy Warhol. Look in the background. So you can see he uses these images and photography, and he adds bright, bold colors to them. This is a very famous one now. I don't know if you recognize her. This was a very famous, and still is, but I don't know if you guys know. Can you guess? Her name is Marilyn Monroe, and she was a very famous actress in the 50s and 60s. Okay, but other things happened again with pop culture. That means things that changed the world in history, like when Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. So this is a painting done by Andy Warhol, again, with commemorating something very important in the times, right? So that is, again, this is maybe something Andy Warhol would create today, although he's not alive anymore, but maybe that could be something he would have created, right? So that would be a sign of our times. So what could you create that would be a sign of your times? And again, many things that he did. Have you ever seen something like this before? He would just look in the cupboard and see what he had, and then he would create replicas of them. And actually, this was a great advertisement for Campbell soup cans. So that is what it means by consumer products. So a common product of today, maybe Campbell soup isn't as popular today as it used to be. What do you guys like to eat and drink a lot of? Maybe you can make your own pop artwork. Do you like Mickey? That's another Andy Warhol, his version of Mickey Mouse pop art. And I want to tell you about another one. And this gentleman's name is Romero Brito. He's still alive. He lives in Miami, Florida. Okay, and he does pop art. Also, you can see golf in the background. He does a lot of comics, bright, bold colors. Look at his fun clothing, right? Isn't that amazing? I love the way he dresses. He does people, uses lots of patterns. He was very inspired by Andy Warhol, for sure. He also was inspired by Pablo Picasso and Cubism. So you can see how he breaks up the background in geometric shapes. And there he is being silly, fake news. We know that there's fake news out there. Not only does he do flat two-dimensional paintings, but he also does three-dimensional sculptures. So there's another one of his really cool, fun sculptures. loves dogs, right? Again, look at all the patterns and designs and background and foreground. Foreground would be the dog or the puppy, and then the background is the part around it. Look at all these different designs that Romero Brito did. He also likes cats, right? Not just dogs, cats. Do you like dogs or cats better? You know, everybody has a favorite, or maybe you love them both. And there's girls dancing. Is that fun? Look at the designs, the patterns, the repetition. Very, very fun. And it makes you feel happy, doesn't it? I just feel happy when I look at his artwork. And look at that, happy Romero Brito. So that's an example of how art can make you feel a certain way. Here's another cute little kitty cat he did. Bright, bold, fun colors. Black, thick outline. Designs, patterns. Here's a sculpture. I want that. I love that. Pony with all those colors and designs. There's an apple. An apple for the teacher. I would love it if Romero Brito gave me one of those. Here's an example of an owl. Coca-Cola. So we know Andy Warhol loved to do things from, you know, different products like soup cans, but Andy Warhol also did Coca-Cola. And then this is Romero Brito's Coca-Cola. So again, you could look around your house and start copying things in your cupboard. This is a quote from Romero Brito. I have so much that I want to do. The sky is the limit. I have to contain myself because I dream so much. Do you guys ever feel like that? I do. Like right now, I feel like I want to teach you guys and show you guys so many cool, fun things. Look at the cupcakes that he does. Look at the patterns, the designs, right? That looks like a good cupcake. It's kind of making me hungry. I'm going to show you another one, another cute, fun cupcake. One more cupcake because I love cupcakes. Do you love cupcakes? Okay. No more cupcakes. It's making me hungry. Let's talk about our flower bouquet that we can do today. We're going to do flowers. So look at the fun, basic geometric shapes that we're going to use. And you can make this as a present for someone. You could turn it into a card for someone. You can keep it for yourself, right? So the way I'm going to do this is I am going to have my paper portrait or vertical, which is up and down like this, just so I have a longer place to make my bouquet and vase. You guys can change it any way that you want to. And I'm going to draw with black marker, but I want you to use a pencil. And the only reason why I'm using black marker to start with is so you can see it better on the camera. Use a pencil. If you want to outline it with marker when you're done, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to start with, how about let's start with a flower right around here, a circle and some petals. That's pretty basic, right? So before we start adding patterns and designs, let's just do the basic shape. So I'm going to do a circle, but it's going to overlap that flower so it looks like it's behind it. So it looks like this flower is in front of it. I'm going to put a little swirl on this flower. Does it have to be perfect? No, it doesn't have to be perfect. All right, you ready to keep going? Okay, how about if we do a triangle here and put a little swirly in there. Ooh, I went out of the line a little bit. That's okay. You could erase yours if you want a line. I'm going to put another circle there. See how it's overlapping? Again, it gives it the illusion of dimension. So that's going in the background. So those will just be the petals in the background. Let's put another flower over here. So it's like a partial circle. And then a petal and a petal and a petal. And then maybe some fun green leaves. We'll make them green later, right? And you can make designs in them. Your designs can be different than my designs, you guys. Or different than Romero Brito's designs. Because it's your artwork. So make it so you like it, right? Maybe you don't want to use green. Maybe you want to use a lot of green because it's your favorite color. I'm just making these kind of wild looking leaves right here. Maybe I put some baby polka dots in there. What do you think? Some lines. How about some diagonal lines? Or some polka dots, and you can even make them so they're going off the leaf. And you don't have to keep up with me. Don't say, slow down, slow down, slow down, because I can hear you, right? Just take your time, because I'm going to take a little pause, catch up. You don't have to keep up with me. You're going to do this at your own pace. Step by step, go slow. You can even erase your mistakes later. I don't even erase my mistakes. I just color over them. No one knows. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's our secret. I make mistakes all the time, you guys. That's how I learn. I actually learn from my mistakes. Maybe some more polka dots. These are my leaves. Now, if you want to put, again, a swirl in the middle of your flower, maybe your petals have bigger polka dots. Maybe you don't like polka dots. Maybe you don't want to do polka dots. I'm doing polka dots because I'm trying to make it look like Romero Brito's. So it's kind of, again, that's the part that's like Picasso, because the shapes are broken up into like almost abstract designs. Instead of just like flat, instead of all the petals being yellow or being orange, they're broken up into different shapes. Now I'm going to do the vase. So to do the vase, I'm going to do a slight diagonal line here and a slight diagonal line here, and then a horizontal line. I'm going to put another leaf over here. You could always add your designs in later. Let's put one more. Maybe one more leaf right here. I'm going to put a vertical line down the center of my vase. Again, I could put another leaf here. How about some polka dots on this side? Now for my background, I'm going to make this table a slight diagonal line. Are you ready? No, yes you are. I'll slow down. Okay. So I'm going to do a slight diagonal line here. Is it perfect? No. If you guys have a ruler or a straight edge, you want to make it perfect, go ahead. I'm not going to tell you not to, but I'm drawing mine freehand. I'm going to do a diagonal line now, like this, diagonal, because I'm going to make a checkered floor. Diagonal line, diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. And again, if you want to use a ruler, go ahead. Mine's a little wobbly. And then I'm going to do another diagonal going through it like that. That'll give you my checkered floor. Actually, maybe I should back up a little so you can see it better. Hold on. Can you see the bottom of it? That's it. I just went right off the bottom of the page. Now, if you guys want later, you can add designs to the background of it. Right now, I'm going to keep it simple. I want you to catch up. Add as many designs as you want to and use whatever colors that you like. I like to go from light to dark. Now, if you want to trace over it with black now, go ahead. If you have a black marker or a black crayon, go ahead. I like to wait till the end. So if you guys were not with me, I would sketch it all out first with a pencil. Then I would color it in and I would end it with a black marker or crayon. Because if I use crayon right now and then color it in, I'm going to get all those little pieces of black smudged in my colors. And this project is so fun and colorful. I don't want to smudge any black into it. So I'm going to start with my yellow petals. I'm just going to color them in. Again, you could be using crayons, markers, colored pencils. I would use the brightest that you have. Whatever you have that will color bright. So I'm coloring the petal, but I'm going to leave the polka dots for later because I'm going to color them in orange. All right, that's all I'm going to do yellow right now. And then I'm going to do the orange designs, like the polka dots and the stripes on the petals. Ready? I went out of the line a little bit. You see that? But I can cover it later with the black outline, right? So don't worry if you go out of the line. Take your time. Okay. So now I have orange and yellow. Can you use different colors? Of course you can use different colors. It doesn't have to look like mine. I'm going to do the polka dots at the bottom, pink. But if you don't want to use pink, don't use pink, right? So I'm going to do these polka dots pink. And I'm going to do, let's see. So Romero Brito uses a lighter pink. I don't know if I have a lighter pink. Let me see. This might be darker, but that's okay. Yep, it's darker. So it doesn't matter. Oh, this one doesn't work. So let's find another one. And again, your colors, this is almost a red, but you can make it different if you have a light pink or a peach or whatever color you want. Oh, I forgot one of the dots. I forgot one of the polka dots. Oh no, that's the leaf. See, I make mistakes too. Shh, don't tell anybody. See, for a minute I got confused. I thought that was, it does look like, yeah, there's a pink polka dot. I gotta do that pink polka dot. I forgot. All right, let's go back to the pink. That's the pink polka dot right there I missed. Now, this is like a really bright pink. Let's see if I have another pink. That's a red marker. You guys, I have a whole bucket of crayons and markers. So use what you have. And make it any color you want to. We want it to be happy and bright and fun. Oh, look at this. So I colored that one in pink, but you know what? I'm going to make it purple instead. But you can leave it pink, but now look at it, blends together. So let's go over it. Well, or you could do yours, leave it. I want mine to look a little bit different. So I'm doing purple over it. But maybe I do it blue instead so it shows up better. It's still not showing up great. So again, you can color over whatever you want. I'm going to try blue this time. Does that show up better? Yes. So that's called contrast. You want it to be different, right? Because then it'll all blend together. You just use your favorite colors, whichever ones you love. Take your time. That one's red. There's like a red diamond, or not diamond, it's a triangle. And then the greens. Do you have a light green and a dark green? If not, just use whatever green you have. I'm going to do some leaves, and I'm going to do patterns. So I'll do light green, skip a space, light green, skip a space, light green, skip a space, light green, skip a space. So that's repetition. The repetition is creating a pattern. And I'm just doing it on half my leaf. How's yours coming? I'm coloring in my little polka dots light green too. Again, do whatever colors you love. So I'm going to use a darker green next, but if you don't have a darker green, maybe you use a blue. Maybe you use all the same green. So green, you guys, is a secondary color, right? Yellow plus blue make green. Maybe you make another one with different colors and different designs. The more I do it, the better it's going to come out, right? Because the more you guys create, the better you're going to get at it. Like math, reading, writing, sports, playing a musical instrument, cooking. It's like anything else. Practice, practice, practice. And yours is not going to look like mine. Yours is going to look like yours. Because you have a style to your artwork. All right, you guys, I got to clean my room. Can you hear all that stuff I keep standing on? Those are all my art supplies. I'm a little bit messy. No, I'm a lot messy. So I forgot to add the stripe on the flower petal. So I'm going to put a diagonal line there for a stripe. I'm going to add a pink stripe. Let's see. Or red. Let's use red. You can use whatever color you want. Let's see what else. I'm going to make a little bit more green come over here. Because if I add a little bit more green, it'll make the flowers stand out a little bit, right? The petals, especially if I leave that one flower white, we want to definitely add color behind it. Ooh, that flower pot's brown or terracotta. Have you ever seen a terracotta flower pot? They're almost like an orangey brown color. But you can use regular brown or you can use your favorite color. Don't use green if you have leaves that are green because you want contrast. So it needs to show up, right? And wait till I outline it. It's going to look totally different. So the background, you guys, Romero Brito has a black stripe going through it, and I'm going to do that in a minute. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to do a black checkered design on the floor. So I'll leave that one white. I'll do this one black. But if you want to do a different color, go ahead. We just want to make it pop for pop art, right? We want it to pop and be bright and fun. And again, I want you guys to think about different things you can do for your own pop art designs. Again, think of something you have that's an everyday item from today. What's a really big, like you always have it in your lunchbox or your refrigerator? Is it Coca-Cola? Is it cupcakes? Minecraft? And then you can make it your own. Make it real simple, bright, fun colors. I can't get to the bottom of it. Let me hold it up a little. It goes right off the bottom here. So this is just a drawing board. You guys, I was a Cleveland art teacher for 20 years and I would buy these. We didn't have a lot of money, but I would buy these and bring them in and let the kids, if it was nice out, we would go outside and they would just put these on their lap and just tape paper to it. Because if there was a wind, that paper was going all over the place. So we would tape it down and we would go outside and draw the trees or draw the playground, whatever it is that we wanted to. It would be fun on a beautiful day. So now you guys, now again, if you want to color the background, maybe I should do that before I'm going to do a vertical line and a horizontal line. Kind of looks like a T, right? So then you would go pretend jump through this and continue down here. So Romero has this half of the background pink. And again, use whatever color you want. So that just coloring it's going to make that petal pop out. So it's going to give it some contrast. So I'll do this part pink. But use whatever color you want, or you can leave it white. And the other half you did gray. So let's see if I have a gray. Oh, I do have a gray. Okay. If you don't want to use gray, maybe you have a silver or purple. Whatever's going to make it pop out. Pop! You can't even see that, can you? It's a really light gray. Silver crayon. I think this is silver. So silver would look cool too. Or gold, whatever you have. And then I'm going to clean up all my edges. You know how I'm going to do that? I'm going to outline it. And then if you want to put a pattern in the background, you can put a pattern in the background. Totally up to you. You guys decide. So the best thing would be like a black crayon or marker to add a pattern on the color. You could tell it's silver because it's got a reflection, right? Like that metallic look. So on camera, it looks like it's wet, but it's because it's silver. I'm sure I have a gray crayon somewhere. And the last thing I'm going to do again is to make it pop out with an outline of black. And really what I'm doing is I'm covering up all my mistakes where I went out of the line, which I did a lot, you guys. Shh, don't tell anybody. It's our secret, remember. Gotta keep a secret because we're friends. All right, so here we go. So here's my black. I'm just going to outline my artwork. You can use marker. See how it makes it pop out? Because it's pop art. So I want you guys to think outside the box. Think of different things you could do. Do this on your own. Now, if you don't want to outline it, don't outline it. I'm just outlining it because I want it to pop and show you the difference. Outline versus not outlined. Which way do you like it better? Do you like it outlined or not outlined? Oh, I just broke one of my crayons. Did you hear that? That's why you don't keep crayons on the floor, because you stand on them and break them. But broken crayons still work. I just keep them in a bucket. They don't fit back in the box anymore, but you keep them in a baggie or a bucket or a container. Once I break them, I like to peel the paper off and then use it on its side. See how much it just like makes it really come together once you outline it. And I'm hiding all my mistakes. And you can even go on the, the lines of the floor. And if you wanted to add the designs on the background, go ahead. It's totally up to you guys. All I say is keep experimenting, keep exploring, keep creating. Think outside the box. Sign your artwork. Maybe make it into a card or a present for someone because they would love it. And there you have it. So today is your pop art with we did Andy Warhol, and we did Romero Brito. And you know what? I forgot the line underneath here. And there you have it. And you should sign your artwork too, right? Because you want people to know you made it. So thanks you guys for creating with me, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much. You want more videos? Check out YouTube, Artist at Heart Paint Party. I'll see you soon. Thanks, you guys. Bye.